Good morning, world history students. Today is Tuesday, April 26th, 2022. I'm at a doctor's appointment today, so I will be out of school today. On our plan of today, we are going to complete our warm-up week 32. You have chapter 27, lesson 1 guided reading due tonight at 11:59 p.m. Tomorrow, chapter 27, lesson 2 guided reading is due at 11:59 p.m. And on Wednesday, 27.3 guided reading is due at 11:59 p.m. tonight. We're also going to work briefly on our World War I notes part 1. First, our warm-up. Our warm-up today is to reproduce both the Europe and the world timelines from pages 642 to 643 in our textbook. On your warm-up today, I want you to reproduce both the Europe and the world timelines with the important dates listed on your warm-up. This is warm-up week 32, and we'll be turning these in on Friday. And now we will be continuing on with part of our World War I Part 1 notes. Recall that the root causes of World War I were militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism. Militarism was glorification of the military, which led to an arms race, especially between powers like Britain and Germany when it came to the naval arms buildup. Europe had also developed two rival systems of alliances, which ensured that most of the countries in Europe would enter the war even if the spark that caused the war had nothing to do with them. Notice here that the Central Powers, or the Triple Alliance, has enemies on both sides. Germany would always have to fight on its Western Front and its Eastern Front. Imperialism. The European powers were not just competing in Europe, but also around the world for territory and resources and prestige. When Europe goes to war, not just the European states will fight each other, but their empires all around the world, in Africa and Asia, the Pacific, and in all the oceans around the entire globe. And nationalism was a major cause of the Great War. Especially empires like Austria-Hungary and the Ottoman Empire had many different languages, religions, and ethnic groups that didn't like each other under the same government. This is going to blow up the powder keg of Europe, the Balkan Peninsula, in 1914, with the assassination of the Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Remember that the Austrians ruled many different ethnic groups, including some Italians, some Slovenes, Bosnians, Croatians, Hungarians, Romanians, Ukrainians, Poles, Slovaks, and Czechs. It was when the Austrian Archduke Franz Ferdinand visited his city in Sarajevo, a Serbian area, that he was assassinated by a Serbian nationalist who wanted this part of Austria to break away and become part of Serbia. Let's visit the crisis. This is Archduke Franz Ferdinand, the heir to the throne of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. His uncle was the current emperor. This is his assassin, the Serbian nationalist Gavrilo Princip, who assassinated Franz Ferdinand on June 28, 1914. Here's a picture of Gavrilo shooting both the Archduke and his wife in their convertible in Sarajevo. This led to what we call the July Crisis. The Balkan Peninsula, with rival Slavic, Ottoman, and Austrian areas, was already known as the powder keg of Europe, due to its complicated ethnic makeup and animosity between those groups. The spark that set off the powder keg and launched Europe into war was the assassination of Austria-Hungary's Archduke Franz Ferdinand in the Austro-Hungarian city of Sarajevo by a Serbian nationalist who wanted the ethnically Serb parts of Austria-Hungary to leave Austria and join Serbia. The assassin was a Serbian nationalist living in Austria-Hungary named Gavrilo Princip. This set into action a chain of events that would drag the entire world into war. Austria blamed the country of Serbia for the assassination and gave them a list of 10 demands in an ultimatum. Serbia agreed to 9 of the 10 demands, but would not give up their national sovereignty. Austria declared war on Serbia on July 28, 1914. That's where we'll conclude our notes today. We'll come back to this on Wednesday when I'm back in class. The image on our plan today of the day today represents the chain reaction of countries going to war all over Europe from the spark of that assassination. First, Austria declared war on Serbia. Second, Russia will declare war on Austria. Third, Germany declares war on Russia. Fourth, France declares war on Germany. Fifth, Germany invades Belgium. Sixth, Britain attacks Germany for invading Belgium. And seventh, the Ottoman Empire, or Turkey, will declare war on Russia. This doesn't even get to 1917, when the United States also enters this great war. Your assignments today are to complete the Chapter 27.1 reading guide, which is due tonight. Then work on your 27.2 and 27.3 reading guides, which are open for you to work in on Canvas. Let me know if you have any questions. You can always email me. Have a great day, and I'll see you back tomorrow on Wednesday.